Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And we have here today 2020 Mercedes GLE 350, and I'm going to show you how to do a complete fluid change service on the differentials, front and rear, transfer case and transmission service. And I'm going to do these separately, and then I'm going to do one video that's all together. And we will start with the rear differential first, and that's what we're gonna do. So this is the rear differential. Obviously the car is up in the air, and basically what you need to do is you have these two bolts, or two kind of nuts looking things with Allen, and the bottom one is to drain it, the top one is to fill it in. This will probably take about a liter or even less than that, or a quart, kind of a quart. So this is where you open this, and we're using an Allen. The size of this Allen is 14 millimeter. So this is the first time this truck is getting the service done, because it's a almost new truck, and it has around 30,000 miles, but the customer wants this truck to be in perfect shape and maintained on time. So that's why we're doing this. And again, we need to open this. Obviously it's kind of tight because it's brand new. It's never been opened since the manufacturing of this truck. And here we go, trying to get it out. Let me see if I can actually open this by hand. Yeah, we can open it by hand, and we need to stay away because it's gonna start throwing oil, and this should be about this where it's supposed to start leaking. Okay, here we go. Actually, the oil is in pretty good shape. Yeah, that's a very clear oil. But remember, differential oils are stable to a certain point, and then afterwards they become they turn really bad. And you can see, even though it's kind of clear here, it's actually amounting some metal residue. So again, this is about time to change it. And if you see, this has to be no more than, maybe, I want to say three quarts of a quart, or 3/4 of a liter, most likely, because that's not a lot. Whatever came out is just not a lot at all. So you can imagine this oil has 30,000 miles. So it's time for this to be changed. Usually I believe they change them around 50-60, depending on the driving habits. But again, we're doing a complete service, so we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna wait for this to drain. Okay, since we're letting this to drain, you can actually open the filling plug, because that's what's gonna need to do next. And again, it's just a matter of opening this plug. Okay, when you're ready, you need to install the plug, the drain plug, back and get it tight. And the next step is, I'm going to show you how to fill it in. Again, when you get to this point and you feel the nut is really tight, this is about where you need to stop. You need to be careful with these threads. There's no point to get them extremely tight, because there's nothing to push this bolt out. There aren't big vibrations or anything in that matter to make it loose. So Once you get it tight, just double check, and in our case this is good to go. And now we need to go to the next step to refill this space. I believe what came out was about 600 to 800 milliliters, or maybe 3/4 of a quart. So we're gonna use today this red line gear oil 75W85 full synthetic, high performance. And since this is 1 quart or almost 1 liter, 950 milliliters, this should be good enough to go to fill this. And I'm gonna use this system that we made here, that we use with an electrical pump, but you can actually use a hand pump if you need to. Just be careful, and if you need to, if you have old oil, make sure to get the old oil out. And once you get it out, you can reuse this one. So what I'm gonna do in our case is I'm gonna run this oil a little bit to get the old oil out, even though I believe the last time we used this machine, we used the same oil anyway. So just as a precaution, when you're using these, make sure whatever you got left in the old system, just get it out. So I'm gonna start refilling it now. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're going to, I already have the machine set up right here with the oil. And okay, you need to be ready with your closing nut right here in your hand, so that once the fluid starts overflowing, you need to close the actual you need to close the hole. So I'm gonna run a little bit of this fluid to get some out of it, a little bit, and next thing is I'm gonna fill it in. Okay, it seems like it took a whole, yeah, it took a whole bottle of this. So there was a variant where this fluid was 1.2, I believe. I think it's 1.2 liters or quarts. I think it was 1.2 liters. So let me get another bottle to fill more of this. Okay. We have the second bottle ready. I believe it's just gonna take a little bit more, and then I'm gonna need to try to stop this. You're gonna see how it's gonna start leaking. Okay, it's already leaking. You can stop this to get some of it back into your bottle, but I think it's okay. It's not much, so I'm just gonna close it. Remember, these fluids actually have this weird thing about them, that they disappear with time or dissipate. So I'm just gonna leave a little bit extra. It's not a lot. So I think this rear differential takes about 1.2 liters of this full synthetic fluid. And now we stopped it, and all you need to do is just close it, and this will be the refilling procedure of the oil service change procedure on your rear differential. Again, I'm going to continue with the service with another video, but I'm making this also as a separate video. Again, thanks for watching, and once I close this, I'm going to continue with the other video.